I should be able to see it.
We are live. All right, man. Hey, folks, man. Thank you all for hopping on, fam. Thank you all for hopping on. Man, like I said earlier, man, we are live now. Hey, I have the distinct pleasure of having the guest speaker, Mr. Step in That Room himself. Hey, man, I gotta say, first and foremost, thanks for hopping on, man. Hey, and just taking out a little bit of time of your day to share with everybody some of this financial education today. So, hey, folks, hey, just like always, man, hey, as y'all hop on, man, definitely go ahead and drop your city, your state, where you actually hopping on from. So hopefully we can add some value to what you have going on in your life. All right, man. Hey, without further ado, man, let's go ahead and hop into this. So, hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is how I kind of started. Me and Terrence, we talk from time to time, and we were talking, and a subject came up about reverse mortgages, okay? And man, just from personally understanding how some of these reverse mortgages truly work, if you don't understand this, ladies and gentlemen, you'll mess around and lose your family could lose their house. Your family could lose their house. I'm not a fan of it because basically all you're doing is just you're getting money back from it and it's going back to the bank. All right. Now, the problem with that is the fact that it can help build wealth for the next generation. That's what people don't truly understand. It can truly help build wealth for the next generation. Or it can mess around and have your parents or grandparents lose their house before they leave this earth. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is some scary stuff. All right. I really hope you understand how scary that is. But see, there are things out there that can help, keep that from happening. It's things out there that can keep it from happening. And it starts with financial education. It starts with financial education, y'all. I'm telling you, it just blows my mind that because we really don't understand financial education, I want you to sit down and hear this. Because we really don't understand financial education, hear this. Financial illiteracy is the most profitable business ever. Because we don't understand about our money. That's crazy. That's crazy.
That's a true statement. Hey, Chauncey, that is a true statement, man. And that is one of the biggest, let's just say, I don't know if you want to call it a corporation, but hey, that is the biggest organization. That is the biggest business that's out there because they know. And when I say they, I'm just saying the people, okay, who founded the ism, which we know in America is capitalism. So it is very scary because here's something that people must think about on the topic that you're talking about, Chauncey, with the reverse mortgage. Think about it like this, right? Like my mom, right? 80 plus years old. Now, here's the crazy thing and good thing about it, because I don't care. People pray like predator pray, not pray. And I know I'm country, but people pray on people, especially the elder, the older folks. Here's one thing that I have seen by me being in this financial industry and studying, right? I have seen people go off to college, kids go off to college, graduate, get degrees. I know people who have more degrees than a thermometer and are unemployed right now. They're not working, okay? Now, I also know and have seen people who mother got ill, parents, I'm sorry, not mother, but the parent got ill, and guess what had to happen? The parent came back home. See, I know it's cyclical in some people communities. either one, the kid go get a degree, whatever, go off, can't find a job, so they come back home. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with it, but I just know, like you said, it's a better way. Okay, your parent done got old. They become, too old to actually, have an income, or they're not, the Social Security just not providing. So guess what? A lot of them, might be in apartments. They might have a mortgage. See, now they can't afford that mortgage. And the first thing you know what they're going to do, right? If they get that letter in the mail about somebody talking about reverse mortgage, we will give you some money. See, like you said, the wrong decision, or by making a less than ideal financial decision, could put that house, which was supposed to be an inheritance, okay? Because the house don't lose their value, okay? Not if you maintain it. It's not going to lose its value. And who cares? If it's an inheritance, you had $0 invested in it anyway. So you will win big, even if the house was free to you and you sold it for $1,000. You see what I'm saying? See, but when you don't even have the house because of nobody in your family was educated enough to not sign that dotted line for a reverse mortgage, things like that can happen. So I'm with you on that note, man. And now that we on that note, Chauncey, you know me, man. I like to get stuff off my chest. And I remember that day we had that conversation, right? And I just want to share this with the followers, with your listeners. And if you're listening and you following Chauncey, please comment below. Ask whatever questions you want to ask. All they're going to do is help us learn what we don't know so we can help spread the word to the masses. Because of one thing about me and what I said I'm going to do is I want to make an academy. This thing going to be a digital online academy that will teach, okay, not institutionalize people, but will teach. Here's what I had asked Chauncey earlier. I said, name me a school. And if you're watching this, you drop it too. I don't have a college degree, okay? No, I don't. But name me a school that you could go in. They take classes online all the time. And once you complete the course, the curriculum, okay, you have a certificate, okay, or you have a piece of paper, and you could start the next day applying everything that you learned in that school and generate revenue. Name me a school. We wait. So while we wait, and if you don't know, that's what we're going to do. We are establishing a digital online class. It's already established. All you got to do is just invest in you, and you get the books, okay? The books ain't provided, okay? You got to get the book. They come in a package deal. It's bundled up, and you start learning how money works. So you would, I'm not going to say you'll never make a bad investment, or you'll never make a bad financial decision. But what I'm saying is you'll be more informed, right? I haven't seen a school teaching that yet. So why not be the first? You see what I'm saying? Why not learn? I've seen a lot of people come out and, okay, let's just say they paid thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars for the degree, right? But that debt is still over their head with no job. I had to pay back one too many times too by going to school to try to learn, but I didn't. It just didn't cut it for me. Now, what I want people to understand is right now, thank you for telling me that we are now officially, I guess, in a recession. See, I started studying money, Chauncey, back in 2008 when we was in a recession. See, I've been here before. And ever since 2008, what people must realize, Chauncey, and I'm speaking from experience, my cash flow has been getting positive and more positive and more positive ever since 2008. See, during whatever recession, I promise you, Chauncey, this got to be impossible. Everybody can't lose all their money at the same time, Chauncey. If everybody lose all their money at the same time, that means the civilization crumble. A dollar ain't worth nothing to nobody. See, I don't care what you're going through, Chauncey. On one end, you're going to have people making money. On the other end, you're going to have people losing money. Now, here's the confusing thing about what's going on right now to me. You got a pandemic problem, right? And we know, Chauncey, the pandemic problem, because we got two problems we're facing right now. The pandemic, that is a medical problem. Ain't nothing I can speak on about it. I can't talk about it because I'm focused because we have an economic problem, because you just said we got recession. That's what I'm talking about. See, whatever you focus on, you're going to get good at it, okay? Because you're going to put a lot of energy in it. So we're going to focus on finances because even in a civilization, you're going to need a bank. So we're going to teach you how to become the bank, okay? See, the medical people are going to have some kind of backing to get whatever they need to put the product out. See, they might need a loan. See, we position ourselves so we can help and give. That's a major contribution. But here's the ultimate thing that I want to talk about. You were talking about reverse mortgage. I'm talking about reverse employment.
Oh, yes.
Okay, yes. Now what I want to talk about real quick about reverse employment. I learned this from a great friend of mine, man. He's actually a tax professional in Greensboro, North Carolina. And this gentleman first introduced me to the term reverse employment. I was like, what is that? I never heard of it. Okay, cool. Just think about it. It's so simple. Charles, the people today are trading their time for money, right? They going to work, trading their time for money. They could always get money, but you could never get your time back, right? Now, since the education system is so outdated and so broken in America, right? Especially when it comes to finances, right? See, people don't even know that if you have your money working for you, that's the only way you can retire. See, your money have to work for you. I don't work. But I had to learn this in a recession. So once I had enough $1 going out bringing 3 more of their friends, it increased my cash flow. So I didn't have to trade my time for money. The only reason why people trade their time for money is because they got debt that they never was taught how to get out of. Why they wasn't taught that? Because they didn't understand the two systems that operates the tax codes in America. See, the reverse employment is, we know 1 of 3 things going to happen, Chauncey, in everybody's lifetime. Let's just say everybody's going to live to be 80. If you plan on dying tomorrow, this ain't for you. If you plan on living to 80, this is for you, okay? Yes. I don't know your plan, so I just want to cover everybody. But the ones who I'm talking to now, the one that plan on living to 80, if you plan on dying tomorrow, this ain't for you. Okay? Think about it. 1 of 3 things going to happen. Either 1, whoever hired you, they can fire you. 2, if you educated enough and you learn, trust me, you can retire whenever you want to. You got to have a plan. Or 3, when you get to the rightful old age, guys, I know trust me, when you get to the rightful old age of 80, where will your income come from? See, that's why it's so important to start talking and giving people a perspective. Employment means you trading your time for money, not, and they got people working overtime, so they don't even think about reversing the cycle. It's cyclical and it's institutionalized and got people thinking that they must trade their time for money. And it's cool. Ain't nothing wrong with it. We don't knock it. But when you can no longer work, what you gonna trade then your time for? So you got to think about it. Once I learned how to reverse the employment, okay, yeah, I've been unemployed for the last 5 years. I did, Chauncey. And I've been studying this thing. So until I find a school teaching entrepreneurship, and once again, whoever watching and listening, I ain't mean to talk this long, Chauncey, I'll wait. Please let me know where you can get a certificate. And day 1, you come out and you started something. See, here's what I do know, Chauncey. If you don't become the financial branch in your family tree, what's going to happen if you got loved ones that's older than you and you really love them and they can no longer afford their lifestyle? See, what's going to happen? If you don't understand money and you 40 years old today, you go another 10 years and don't understand it. See, we know inflation ain't going to let you go nowhere. You're not going to get a pay raise. The government don't even have a clue. So that's how I know. If you understand money, and I'm gonna throw it back to you, Chauncey, because I talked too long. But here's what I do know. Once you know money, you have no money problems. Everybody don't have a money problem right now during this pandemic. I see people all the time. I'm a witness. Their cash flow is steady increasing every week. So this is a ground scratch operation. We're going to show you how from having nothing to producing something. Somebody told me, Chauncey, well, it takes money to make money. No, it don't. You're a lie. You're a lie. I can go get my boy right now the lawnmower and fill it up with a tank of gas, and he could go out and push some yards. I promise you, he could go and make $100, and he didn't spend a dime. We just been institutionalized. So now that's how we've been programmed. So let us come in and wash the brain. They call it brainwashing. If it wasn't programmed wrong and dirty, it wouldn't need to be washed. But that's it, Chauncey. My bad, man. I didn't even mean to talk that long.
Man,
I just had to say it.
Here you go. Drop right forward. That's okay. Man, oh, man. Folks, man, I hope you hearing and understanding what we are saying here. Hey, the magnitude of what's going on right now, ladies and gentlemen, man, this stuff here, I hope you don't think, here you go. Think about it. We talking about reverse mortgage. We're talking about reverse employment. Understand this. Now, we're in a recession right now, officially. The class of 2020 is set to hit the worst job market in history. A recession on average, go back and look at history, lasts anywhere from 12 to about 18 months. Ladies and gentlemen, not just that, but the older we get, the less jobs that are really truly available to us in this market. Ladies and gentlemen, man, I hope you understand how powerful what we are talking about right now. Ladies and gentlemen, you gotta make your money work for you. If you not, man, you're in trouble. You're in trouble.
You're gonna work until you die, John. You're gonna work until you die.
Exactly. Your body, your body's not gonna say, your body's gonna give out one day or another, right? How they say Father Time is undefeated.
And I ain't seen nobody beat him yet.
You can't beat him. You can't beat Father Time, ladies and gentlemen. But hey, man, see, you done got us on here and got us started. See,
It's a conversation that we have to have, though. Man. It's a conversation that we have to have.
You got to.
It's going to make a lot of people uncomfortable. I got it. They're going to get uncomfortable. I got it. They don't want to learn. I got it. It's just you've been programmed the wrong way.
Yes.
The only way you're going to come out of it is you got to learn something new. And I tell everybody, man, if you could be, if you being you could get you where you want to be, and we're talking financially, okay, you'll be there already. Come on now. If you're not where you want to be, what's the problem? See? Come on now. I'm exactly where I want to be. But I just got to come back and I got to help more people because I see where I was led wrong. You know, they taught my dad everything that he could, that they wanted him to learn. He taught me everything that he could. But when he retired, when he passed and he lived to the rightful age of 89 years old, he only had $800. He retired and only had $800 into his account. And that is what was willed to me. And I took it and I gave it to my mama. Yeah. I was like, all right, I got you, Dad. It's okay. We're going to get this to mama because he just don't know his baby boy. You know, he started studying and started learning. And I worked too hard to go backwards. A lot of people, Chauncey, came into this pandemic bad. And if they don't do nothing and learn nothing else, it's going to be worse coming out of it. Come on now, Chauncey, we already know that, for one, business owners are not going to stop raising the price on nothing because they got profit margins. They want to, they got family too, right? Exactly. So now we could tell you and show you how to do exactly what business owners are doing with or without a job. It works good either way because it's education based. Guys, I'm done talking. I don't know who's watching. I don't know who's following. But if you lasted this long, we've probably been on here like 20 minutes already. And people, they can't even pay attention that long. That's what we know. We know. Just to hurry up. Program you to hurry up just to get to 6 or 7 o'clock at night. Hopefully you eat dinner. You're tired to go to sleep just to wake up and repeat. And you're going to get in this cycle for 40 years. And I hate to even come here, Chauncey, but that just made me think. See, if you're of our age, your parents was on that 40-40-40 plan where they said, and it worked back in the days. They said if you work for 40 hours a week for 40 years, when you retire, they would give you a pension. That company that you was with, they will pay you until you pass. But now you see what happened? Guys, even most companies done away with pensions. So you're wondering what they put in the place of pensions, huh? Okay, I'm going to share that with you real quick. What they put in the place of pension was what we might know to be 401k, 403b. See, these are letters and alphabets, but people who understand them say they're tax codes. People who don't understand them can only say that's alphanumeric. That's all they know. Now, to me, Chauncey, to me, when they did that, right, nobody ever talked to people. They only talked to business owners. So when that 401k, whatever the case may be, right, when you see it, you think it's for you. It is for you, and it's cool. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Match it, okay? If they giving you $1, you can't beat somebody giving you $1. Dollar for dollar, okay? Up until that point, that's great. That's a free dollar, right? But there are more benefits to it than just that, which could cause you over time to become wealthy. Only if you know. But if you don't know, guess what? Chances are that tax code is more advantageous to the business owner and not the employee. It's more advantageous to the corporation and not the business owner. Here's why, and I'm going to leave it this. When it comes to inflation, raising the price of goods and services, right? Increasing the price when the dollar bill is staying the same that you work for. Okay, $20 an hour, okay, $19 an hour, that's cool. But when you got that 4-5% inflation increase, and nothing increased with your $12 an hour, nothing increased with your $20 an hour, nothing increased with your $30 an hour. Now your $30 is going to $29, $28, $27, $26. Now your $12 is going to $11, $10, $9 an hour. And you don't even know it. Come on now. Do the math. Ooh. I'm done, Chauncey. I'm done, Chauncey, because I'm done. We almost got onto another training topic.
Man.
I'm done.
Hey, fam. First, man, I got to say thank you, folks. Hey, what we wanted to do today, man, is just kind of, invite you into some of the conversations we be having, not on camera. Not on camera. Because guess what? We as Americans, we got to have these conversations. We got to. But shoot, man, but before we get started anymore, ladies and gentlemen, man, hey, man, that's my man, my fam, Mr. Step in that room. Hey, man, first and foremost, thank you for hopping on, fam. Hey, and just
you're more than welcome, bro. Anytime.
So, hey, for all y'all out there, man, that's actually catching this, if you catching it on a replay, man, hashtag it replay, drop your city and state. Hey, if you want more information about what it is we actually talking about, here you go, man. A keyword for you to drop in the comments for more information is recession. That's what I want you to drop in the comments, y'all. Recession. All right. Drop that in the comments. So, man, with that being said, man, y'all have a great day and a blessed week.